Hi Mikey, this is my second last report from Australia's long tour of England of 2013. Last time I spoke to you, the second match of the limited overs tournament had just been played, the best of 5 series. One match had been washed out and Australia had won the other one. Well, since then the third match was also washed out and the fourth match was just played a couple of days ago. I'm only getting around to doing this report now because I had a pretty big late Saturday night out with Patrick. Watched a fair bit of the game in various different pubs and I've watched the rest of it on tape just now. Australia batted first and scored about 228. Once again, the vice-captain George Bailey batted really well. He scored a quick-fire 87. But several of the other batsmen just scored too slowly. In particular, Shaun Marsh. His father, Jeff Marsh, played for Australia during the 1980s and my dad and I just hated him. He was such a slow batsman and we'd celebrate him getting out. And when he finally was dropped from the side in 1991, it was such a liberating moment. And then the fact that he's then had sons, one of whom has gone on to play for Australia, and it's just like Groundhog Day, is very frustrating indeed. At the start of the England innings, Clint Mackay, the Australian bowler, who's been a pretty good bowler for Australia just in one-day cricket over the last few years, took a hat-trick, which is 3 wickets in 3 consecutive balls. It's very rare and a very celebrated feat. But it all came to naught because England resurrected their innings with a very fine performance from a guy that I had never even heard of, Jos Buttler, he batted brilliantly, guided them home to a fairly close win. Incidentally, this match was played in Cardiff in Wales, the only match that Wales has seen on this tour. And as we go into the final game tonight, which is about to start now, it's 1-1, so it's all to play for. Although, as I've said before, no one will remember the result of this series in a few months to come. Even if Australia does win tonight, it will only take their tour victory total to 3, which also equals the number of Prime Ministers Australia has had during this tour of England. I think that gives a nice indication of just what a disappointing tour it has been. So, that's it for my report on the second last match. I'll speak to you about tonight's game a bit later on. Bye.